organisations needing a rapid Starlink deployment solution, ARNI in Australia has a couple of solutions, one of which is called the Atom X, another one is called the Atom S, and soon an Atom XE. Now, what I've been able to do is secure from Brdy 2 sample units, the Atom X, which has got a Starlink Mini with Peplink 5G, and the Atom S, which is purely the box with the Starlink Mini and multiple batteries to support it. And the following video showcases what's inside and what you can expect from the units. The basic ARNI box, this has a single Starlink. It has 4 batteries, 2 are in reserve, 2 of which are live. If you noticed, I've already switched this on. You have the blue light on with the Starlink. Let's just close it down again, clip it in, and remember, like we've proven before, these cases are transparent to the Starlink frequencies being used. Now, it should take about 3 to 4 minutes for the Starlink connection to be made, and then that will be presented as a Wi-Fi signal from the Starlink unit itself. Now, that is going to be restricted to whichever radius the Starlink will work from, the Starlink Mini. Now, you could get the little mini routers which can mesh up to this unit, but remember, they would have to be put into a waterproof box if that's going to be used. It's a nice unit. It has relatively limited functionality apart from what's really within the Starlink Mini itself. The real selling point of it is the rugged nature of the box and the very fact you can swap these batteries, and these are available anywhere. Now, there are options for different battery manufacturers, so you're not just restricted to Milwaukee, but really Milwaukee is regarded as being one of the more premium brands and is available worldwide. So these can be taken on planes, but if you need a local supply, then obviously you can go down to local hardware, whether it be in Brazil, America, UK, or Saudi Arabia, or anywhere else. This is the more advanced ARNI box, which has got a number of really distinctive features from the basic one. From the outside, you can see that there is a status indicator light. That tells you when it's been powered up, where it's connecting, and when it's active. So that is a useful element. And on the left hand side, you have various ways of powering the box itself from external sources. Remember, there's 4 batteries inside, and also an external Ethernet port as well. When the case is opened, it has pretty much the same sort of layout as the basic box, but you then have the 2 reserve batteries on the right hand side, of course, and these are the 2 active ones on the left hand side. The ones installed at the moment, these are 5 amp hour ones, so they should keep the box going for anywhere between 5 to 7 or 8 hours if you're lucky. Remember that the power draw on the Starlink Mini has been reduced recently, but you've also got a Peplink 5G unit, and that's connected to the antennas at the top of the box. Remember that the box is transparent to the radio waves, so you can actually have it closed in actual operation, providing a waterproof box in pretty torrential rain situation. You have to power the box initially by changing the master switch to on. Very simple. You'll see the blue light comes up here. Close the box, and you can then see that it's in power up mode, and within a few minutes that will go from power up to connecting and then to active. We're now at 1 minute 20, and it's gone to connecting. Right, it's now 3 minutes 10, so it's now connected. This is the extent of the Starlink Mini coverage. Now, I would always recommend using a outdoor rugged Wi-Fi access point or points in a mesh configuration, particularly those from Ruckus, Cisco or Peplink themselves. That would extend the range as well as extend the total area of coverage. Really, the Mini isn't strong enough for anything other than local vehicle use. Just moved the unit to a clearer spot, and in the latest speed test, and obviously it depends on the satellite overhead, we're getting in excess of 200 megabits per second and over 35 megabits per second up. So decent from the little Starlink Mini, isn't it? This is where ARNI really comes into its own by supporting search and rescue teams as well as paramedics in very remote locations. In this case, we're right next to a lake and we have a degree of tree coverage, and even here we're getting around about 70 to 80 megabits per second down and about 15 to 20 megabits per second up. So providing all the support which would be required for a small command and control centre. Again, if you wanted bigger, wider coverage, I would suggest using rugged outdoor Wi-Fi access points in a mesh, and also for longer range connectivity you can use 60 gig as well as 80 gig as well. And with the ARNI, it's possible to recharge it via AC, solar and direct from the car. So these are three of the standard ones that you'd probably be using. The battery system is quite versatile because you've got 2 live batteries which are hot swappable and 2 in reserve. So to unclip them, these are just existing Milwaukee batteries. So it just comes out, take out one of the live units, and you can still see that the Starlink is active. Swap it across and put the old one back into the reserve. There we go. The ARNI boxes lack a few key features. For instance, there's no external switch for the power, and I would have really sort of liked to see one of those so that we do not have to open up the box in torrential rain just to switch the unit on. There are no power indications about when the main batteries are becoming depleted, or audio indication. So you could run out of power even though you've got 2 fully charged reserve batteries. There are no PoE ports out and only 1 Ethernet. So I would have expected at least 2, if not 3 PoE ports, especially considering the amount of battery capacity you have inside the unit. So they would power point-to-point and point-to-point as well as external Wi-Fi access points. So that's a little bit disappointing, but these things can be rectified in future variants. If you do want to test and trial these units, then I would suggest contacting Brdy, who might be able to help you.